Hello and welcome to another edition of the Comic Anthologist. And if you're tuning in for the first time,
hit that subscribe button.
And if you want to reach us and to communicate with us, you could hit us at an email at thecomicanthologist@gmail.com. Today we are going to talk about Deadpool.
Right.
Now, Deadpool, as you can pretty much understand, is pretty much part of pop culture. All over the place. And I mean all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
So, with having said that,
he made his first appearance around 1989, 1990.
Yes.
And this is the first appearance.
Let me go ahead and just
New Mutants, 98. And then this is his second appearance, X-Force. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so so I'm slightly blind. So I can see far away, but close up, I'm getting old.
Let me have this.
Anyway, his second appearance was X-Force #2. And so basically, Deadpool, his character really wasn't fleshed out until later on. He's been so popular in culture because he talks a lot of trash whenever he's committing kills.
Talking trash, I mean, the man just slaughters folks and just basically
and talks a lot of shit.
and talks trash. Sometimes you would think he's insane. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, and he's funny too whenever he talks about it. But see, the whole backstory of that character, the darker part of it, is that his character, Wade Wilson, was basically suffering from cancer, inoperable cancer, and so he was inducted into the Weapon X project, which gave him similar healing properties like Wolverine.
Basically, he had a mutant gene, and they basically pushed that mutant with the scientific knowledge that they had. They pushed that mutant gene to come out, but basically it scarred him, and I mean scarred the stew out of him.
Right, exactly.
To the point where he just looks like ground meat. But he's regenerating on a regular... I'm serious.
Yeah.
He's literally regenerating on a regular basis. So
right,
it
but
practically made him immortal.
Yeah, but basically he has Wolverine's healing powers.
Oh, yeah.
Plus times 2, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because I mean, take for instance, if you chop off one of his limbs, it will regenerate and grow right back. Just
right.
With Wolverine to a degree. The same thing can happen to him. But with Wade Wilson, well, it's a little more amped up, and literally give it about 12 hours to 24 hours, that limb or that section will be right back on him, and he'll be back to his normal.
And he likes using katana swords, and then of course using guns or whatever to take out his targets. But he's been so popular in culture, and the character was created by Fabian Nicieza and
Rob Liefield.
Rob Liefield.
Yes.
I don't know why I was drawing a blank all of a sudden. I'm sorry.
Well, because Rob Liefield...
I'm sorry, Rob, because we met back in the day. You probably won't remember us from back in the day, but we met you at a comic book convention years ago when this character first came out. So forgive me for having a mind blank or a mind freeze for...
He's going to get you for that. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Anyway, but over the years he's gotten so popular to the point where now he's already had 2 feature films.
And not only that, he's been featured in a few of the Marvel cartoons.
2 feature films that I could even bring out.
Ah, yes.
This is the first Deadpool film. And had so much fun watching it at the theaters, hanging out with my uncle to go take it. He treated me to go see it, but we had so much of a blast and the movie was so popular. Before the movie came out, there was leaked footage.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. I was going to tell you about that.
Right.
There was the controversy of some leaked footage that got out on purpose.
An animated leaked footage.
Basically,
Ryan Reynolds was one voicing the character at the time.
And that's the thing. The whole thing about Ryan Reynolds, about him being Deadpool, was that when the character was created, I think, Rob Liefeld had not Ryan Reynolds involved, in mind, but one of the writers had Ryan Reynolds literally in mind creating the character.
Right.
So much so that Ryan Reynolds was like, "Oh man, we got to make sure this movie gets done."
Right.
So they tried to champion it and try to get it done for years.
Right.
And it didn't happen.
No one was taking a bite.
Until finally they decided to create some footage in terms of him doing his thing, and it was one of the most watched, hilariously made slaughter footage.
Can we say slaughter?
Almost like snuff of Ryan Reynolds doing his thing. It was just a voice it was a computer animated clip of Deadpool doing his thing, slaughtering the bad guys.
Right.
And once that got out to the general public, especially on the net, we don't know who leaked it, but I have a healthy
I have my suspicions, but
I won't say who did.
Saying a word. So.
But bottom line, once it was released onto the net, that's when history was made. Fox decided to go ahead and greenlight it.
Right.
But they gave Ryan Reynolds the blessing. Also, they didn't give him enough money to do what they needed to do in terms of making the film. So they worked with what they had, and the film ended up being an instant success. I mean, through and through and through and through.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds. Shout out to Rob Liefield. Shout out to Fabian Anastasia for Rob and Fabian creating that character. Because I've had so much fun reading those books over the years. I've had so much fun, even though when Deadpool made his first appearance, he was going toe to toe with Cable, just like he did in the second Deadpool film. And then Deadpool got integrated into regular popular culture with the Avengers, of course, with the X-Men or whatnot too as well.
Of course, because in the second movie, if anybody hasn't seen it, he became an honorary X-Men. But getting back to the point, it's just that Deadpool has just made such an impact on this generation.
I just want to add something too. One thing I liked about the two Deadpool movies.
What was that?
The raunchy language.
Yes.
Because I guess we're grown folks, and I prefer to see I don't like my filth too clean. So I want to see my movies with the cuss words. I mean, the superhero characters I grew up watching or reading back in the day, and I do want to see them with adult situations.
But they just recut a whole new version of Deadpool 2.
Right.
And that one was made PG-13 to appease to the audience of those kids that could not get into the theater to go see it because, hey, I'm sorry, I know it's rated R.
Right.
I know kids love Deadpool, but you couldn't let the kids come in and see it. So Fox remedied that situation by creating an alternate version of the film, making it PG-13 and a lot less bloody. So therefore, the adults can have their version, and the kids can go ahead and see their popular character because he's the Merc with a mouth.
Dude, I still don't like my filth too clean. I gotta have.
I get that. That's one of the reasons why I didn't go see it.
Me neither. I didn't go see it.
I didn't go see it because bottom line is just Deadpool is Deadpool. You don't sit up there and sanitize somebody like that.
Exactly.
He's just basically somebody that says, "I will just." He says basically
he's talking trash while he's slicing you up, basically, or blowing your brains out.
Yeah, but did you hear some of the comments he said about a sandpaper?
Yeah, we're not going. We won't even go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this clean. So, but yes, Deadpool was the character that made his appearance.
I still don't like my filth too clean.
Yeah, I know. But he's basically been an X-Men ally, but he's a mercenary, and he's also gotten on the nerves of a lot of Marvel characters in the past.
Exactly.
And if you ever get a chance to see any of the trailers, he's talking trash to Stan Lee as well. And trying to change his clothes.
Oh, now was you talking about the Deadpool 2 trailer?
Yeah, and he's basically changing his clothes in a phone booth to like the Superman thing. So that just goes to show you how much levity and fun and raunch that's in the trailer and in the films.
Yeah, so.
But if anything, if you guys haven't checked it out, please check out the movie.
Major props to Ryan Reynolds again.
And not only that, please check out the upcoming future versions of, they were talking about doing Deadpool with X-Force.
But we'll see what happens when the Fox Disney thing goes
once
through.
that thing is completely gone through.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see how that all takes place. But if you get a chance to take a chance to go read any of the comic books, I suggest you go read Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then you have Cable and Deadpool.
And then Deadpool's own book.
And Deadpool's own book. And that's been ongoing for the last 20 years now. Yeah.
20, well, let's see, came out in 1990, 89, 90. Because we were in junior college at the time.
Yeah, that's very true.
Man.
So we're talking like almost 30 years.
Yeah, we're dating ourselves, so hey,
I know.
Anyway.
This is the Comic Anthologist, and thank you for tuning in. And like I said, we're just talking about Deadpool and
because I don't have any kind of favorite storyline.
No, because he's just straight a Merc with the mouth.
And he's all over the place.
And not only that, there's been scenes of him where he's up there talking with the doctors, and what the doctors are doing are trying to talk to him, and he's sitting up there changing his face and it's like, quit doing that face. The whole time, and I'm like, that's hilarious, because he's just, bottom line, Deadpool is just Deadpool.
Right.
Any case, if you want to reach us with any kind of questions.
Oh yeah, and I want to give extra hate towards the Wolverine Origins, that particular version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? That was just straight terrible.
That was just terrible. No. Why? No.
Just no. So if anybody saw that, I'm glad that I don't want to give away the second movie, so but they did some comedic things to it. So,
but all I'm saying is they did a version of Deadpool in Wolverine X-Men Origins, and that turned out to be garbage.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
No.
No. That's it. Just no.
Okay.
Anyway,
Getting back to the main point. This is just another episode of the Comic Anthologist. If you want to meet with any kind of questions, you can reach us at thecomicanthologist@gmail.com. This is us signing out. Until the next time. Peace.